Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. It's a beautiful day in the Lowcountry. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and here are today's headlines. Did he say I or they? That is the debate that was sparked when prosecution witness investigator Jeff Croft said he is positive that Murdaugh said, "I did him so bad," in talking about his son Paul in a taped interview shortly after the murders. Not so fast, said the defense, when they argued what he actually said was, "They did him so bad." Even after the defense played the tape again in both real time and at 1/3 speed, nothing was clarified with certainty. Defense attorneys then asked Croft why he didn't follow up if he felt he heard what could have been an admission of guilt. Croft said he made a mental note, but he did not want to appear to challenge Murdaugh on any of his statements before investigators had more information. Attorneys also spent time with cell phone experts who say both Maggie and Paul Murdaugh's cell phones went silent at about the same time the night they were killed. Paul's phone was found at the scene, but Maggie's wasn't found until a couple of days later by the side of the road near the Moselle estate. Although it appears that former President Trump has locked up some significant Republican support in the state in his effort to reclaim the White House, former Governor Nikki Haley has decided that yes, she will run too. A formal announcement is expected February 15th, according to the Charleston Post and Courier, and invitations to a special announcement in Charleston are about to go out. Haley had previously said she wouldn't run if Trump did, but now says the country needs to take a different path with a new generation of leaders. Trump says the two talked over the weekend and he told her to follow her heart. Hilton Head Island's new town council made a stunning move toward preservation yesterday afternoon at a specially called meeting when they voted unanimously to spend $7.6 million to buy 3 parcels of land on Jonesville Road that were about to be sold to developers who planned to build over 90 homes on just 12 acres. One of the 3 adjacent properties is the former home of Driftwood Stables, which had been the only property housing horses on the island other than the stables in Sea Pines. According to their Facebook page, Driftwood will make an announcement of where their new barn will be located soon. No information on where the money for the purchase of the land came from was released. The town council will decide what to do with the land when the Jonesville district plan is drawn up in the coming months. We'll have more on that when we chat with Mayor Perry later in the show. Speaking of horses, a group of Lowcountry horse lovers is organizing to try to save the marsh pony, a breed that's a cross between the marsh tackies that have been native to South Carolina for decades and the Shetland pony. The Friends of Beaufort County Marsh Ponies say there's only 8 of the ponies left on Horse and Little Horse Islands in the Harbor River Flats on the north end of St. Helena Island. 3 females and 5 geldings. The group hopes to preserve the wild habitat for the ponies while introducing a few males from similar breeds from outside to boost the population that was as high as 20 back in 2014. Much of the land they inhabit is owned by a Charlotte man who also supplemented the horses' winter feed. Unfortunately, he is now in ill health. And a Bluffton chef whose culinary empire currently consists of a food truck while he waits for his first restaurant to be finished is a semifinalist for a James Beard Award, the Oscars for the food world. Bernard Bennett is up for the award as the top emerging chef. He'll soon expand his food truck offerings of West African and Caribbean cuisine into a restaurant called Okan and the new bridge at Calhoun renovation project. He's a Midwest native who worked previously in Chicago. The finalists will be named at the end of March, with the awards given out in June. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Lowco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. The Hilton Head Seahawks visited the Tank on Tuesday for a Lowco-on-Lowco clash with the May River Sharks. After watching their girls team roll to a 39-22 win to stay in position for a runner-up finish in Region 7 4A, the Seahawk boys were looking to follow suit and finish the season sweep of the Sharks. But Brooks Van Esselston had other ideas. He's a lacrosse player first, signed with Florida Tech today, but Big Red can ball too. Van Esselston put up 21 points on senior night, classmate Gavin Blocker added 16, and Tanner Macy had 12 to lead the Sharks to a 64-54 win and a season split with the Seahawks, despite 16 points from Reese Stewart. In other boys games Tuesday, Colleton County made it 2 in a row with a win over Bluffton. Wade Hampton picked up win number 20 in a rout of Edisto, and Hilton Head Christian Academy survived an overtime thriller for its 20th win. In girls action around the Lowco, Bluffton survived an upset scare from Colleton County to stay atop Region 7 4A. Battery Creek picked up a big region win, and John Paul II edged Patrick Henry in a nail-biter in Estill. We also had a Lowco wrestling squad put its season on the line last night, and the season isn't over yet at John Paul II. The Golden Warriors dispatched Northwood Academy 60-21 in the Skeeza quarterfinals, racking up 10 wins by fall to advance to a semifinal matchup at Cardinal Newman on Thursday. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. Now let's hand it over to Maria for a look at our weather.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we see a few more days of rain and then it should be clearing up by the weekend. Taking a look at Thursday, however, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy throughout the day, and then we will be seeing rain in the evening. Temperature-wise, Hilton is going to high 65, a low 56. Bluffton's got a high 69, a low 56. And Beaufort's going to high 68 and a low 56. The sunrise for Thursday is going to be at 7:16 and sunset's going to be at 5:57. Taking a look at the beach tides, high tide is going to be at 6:42 a.m. and low tide is going to be at 2:03 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, a little bit into the weekend. Friday, it's going to be cloudy and cooler with a couple of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day, which should be clearing up by the evening. Highs in the 50s, lows in the 40s. Then comes Saturday, it's going to be partly cloudy with highs getting into the low 50s and lows in the 30s. And then come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with the highs going back up in the 60s and lows in the 40s. That's it for today. Let's send it back to the desk.
And we'll be back in just a moment with a chat with Mayor Perry. Don't go away.